Erskine.
Welcome back to Hawk Sports Network coverage of Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Humber Hawks and the Seneca Sting. Game 1 of this affair, a dominant 6-0 victory for the Humber Hawks. I'm Adam Blucher with my friend Brendan Nichols. Going to be taking you through the last home game of the season for these Humber Hawks. Miranda Pearson, the senior on senior night, will get the start.
Yes, and as you saw the last game that we experienced together, my mouth hung open, Adam, as I watched that cannon fire down the lane.
Pearson is a absolute fireballer. Now on the hill, we've seen Presley Buchanan, who also throws awfully hard. She had a lot of success in Game 1 against this Seneca Sting lineup. You got to think Miranda Pearson is put in a pretty good spot here for some success.
Absolutely. And she has a very unique windup. I mean, everyone has a windup. It's all about getting in the space and getting ready to do the thing. But it's this kick slide where she shoots her leg out and just looks like she hurls the moon at you.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, she uses her lower body maybe better than any other pitcher I've seen in the OCAA. The way she pushes off that mound and able to generate so much power. You see there, swinging on the first pitch is Danielle Pound, and she was well behind that one as it pops straight into foul territory. So Pound's going to try to keep up here with the heaters from Pearson. Unable to do so. That one whizzes right past her quickly now, 0-2. The Hawks move to 17-4 with the victory in Game 1. And mark a K down for Miranda Pearson. First batter she faces goes down on strikes. We've seen Presley Buchanan record 8 strikeouts in 4 1/3 inning of relief in Game 1. Pearson's the type of pitcher that could really rack up those strikeouts in a hurry. First pitch in there. Just missing on that offering. Count moves even. Pearson on the hill. Erskine behind the dish for the Hawks. And again, low and inside. Pearson trying to paint the corners. 2-1 pitch will even things up at 2. And there you see the hard throwing Pearson already collecting her second strikeout of the day. 2 Stings hitters have faced her and 2 have gone down on strikes. So a brilliant start for Miranda Pearson here. Her final home start as a Humber Hawk.
Came into this game with 15 strikeouts, and she will leave, I'm sure, with more than just 17, which is what she sits at now.
Earlier this season, she became the first and only Humber Hawk to record 150 career strikeouts. Won't need a strikeout there, as that's a pop-up to Megan Murphy, a 1-2-3 top of the first for Miranda Pearson and the Humber Hawks. Nicole Pierce, number 14 for the Seneca Sting, is going to take the start in this one. We've seen Chantel Gendron pitch in game number 1, took the loss, her 16th loss of the season. The only 2 pitchers to even record an inning pitch for Seneca this year, Gendron and Nicole Pierce. So you see here, real two-headed beast for the Seneca Sting rotation. Nicole Pierce has pitched 43 2/3 innings this season, has a 0-4 record, a 7.21 ERA. Not much of a strikeout pitcher, just 9 strikeouts in her 12 appearances. We'll be relying on her defense here. A lot of contact hitters for the Humber Hawks, and maybe the best on the squad, Alexis Ferreira. One of the hottest bats in the league. The doubleheader against Fanshawe last time out recorded 2 doubles, a triple, and a homer. And she followed that up with a long shot into left center, a solo bomb in game number 1. The second year is swinging a hot bat. Let's see if that trend continues. And for such a powerful bat, Ferreira does have plenty of plate discipline. Smokes that one over the second baseman's head. That one could be trouble. It's going to roll to the fence and roll underneath. A ground rule double for Alexis Ferreira. So that line drive will split the right and center fielder. And the Hawks get started right where they left off. The first batter in game number 2, Alexis Ferreira, with the ground rule double. Up steps Alexa Vassos with an early RBI opportunity. Kiera Thomas with catching responsibilities for the Seneca Sting. She's going to have to keep an eye on the speedy Ferreira at second. One pitch to Vassos. Swung on it, hit hard. This one into left center. It gets by the center fielder. Coming around to score is Alexis Ferreira. Vassos will stop at second. Back-to-back doubles for these Humber Hawks on the board early. It's a 1-0 ball game.
And this is a different tone than game 1, that's for sure.
Yeah, it took a little bit in game 1 for that Hawk offense to come alive, but wasting no time here. 2 doubles, and here's another powerful bat. It's Megan Murphy. Murphy alongside Pearson, Matheson Green, and Kate Kostuk. The seniors being celebrated tonight. Final homestand for the Humber Hawks. That one popped into shallow right field, going to be corralled by the second baseman.
Megan Murphy having a little bit of a difficult night. Not a lot of things getting started for her.
Yeah, she's had a fairly good day. She has an RBI to her name, a run, also a stolen base, so she's been productive. But, I mean, some of the numbers she's put up, you almost expect every at-bat to be money.
Exactly.
With her at the dish.
Exactly my point.
Seeing the ball well, just Seneca Sting, some good positioning out there tonight.
The fielding for this team really bailing the pitcher out on more than one occasion.
Especially with Pierce not exactly being a strikeout pitcher by any means. She's going to need those outs recorded by her teammates. Buchanan trying to join the party here. Already ahead, 2-0. That one's well outside. Tough start here for Nicole Pierce. Back-to-back doubles to start off the inning. .3-0 in the dirt. Presley Buchanan awarded a free base. Kate Kostuk stepping up to the dish here. Big spot for her. The Hawks weren't really able to blow open game one. It was a 6-0 victory. Did it with dominance, but definitely chipped away at the Sting. Buchanan looking awful cold there on first base. She has her arms wrapped up. It's a chilly fall night here at Connervale. That one struck hard by Kostuk. That's going to be extra bases. It rolls into the corner. Coming around to score is Alexa Vassos. Buchanan will hold at third. So another double on the day. Make that 3 in game 2 here. That one off the bat. Kate Kostuk.
I think Buchanan's the only player out there without something on her arms and or gloves.
Yeah, she's used to playing down there in Wayne State. She's moved a little bit north here. So here's Jess McPherson. First-year player out of Windsor, Ontario. Has steadily got more playing time as the season's gone along. She's made some nice plays in the outfield for Dwayne Bowles. Chance for a couple ribbies out there.
Couple of frogs.
Presley on third, Kate on second. Jess at the dish. Two-one pitch low, gets away. Buchanan won't even think about it. She will exchange shrugs with Dwayne Bowles. I think Bowles definitely wanted her to go there, but Buchanan just might be a little too cold. Wait till I warm up, Coach.
It's a real thing, Adam. It's a real thing.
.3-1, McPherson well ahead here. Takes a rip at that one. A dribbler to second, will record the out at first. Coming in to score is Presley Buchanan. Kate Kostuk moving up to third. So Seneca able to record the second out there. Run does score. Here's Bree Oliver, a chance to extend this lead to 4. The Sting just trying to avoid any more damage here early on. Bree takes a big rip at that one. The usual sure-handed Dwayne Bowles didn't even want to get a hand in front of that one.
That one had some pep on it. I was scared.
Bree Oliver had a little bit trouble holding back on pitches in game one. We'll see if she can get her timing down. Often so eager to swing.
I might be hyperbolizing here, Adam, but I just get the sense from Brianne Oliver that she just really wants to prove herself. I mean, she's young to the game, and she thinks, you know I have power. Let me show you how it works.
That's exactly it. Want to prove her stuff. It is not an easy job. You see a swinging strike there. It's not an easy job to crack this Humber Hawks softball team. I mean, let's look at our game one starter, Rachel Matheson Green. She would be an ace for most clubs, but with the depth of this club, she had to battle her way just to pitch some innings. So for Bree Oliver, it's time for a proven ground as she puts that one off the pitcher. Pierce going to leg that one out to first. Kate Kastuk coming in to score. So an RBI for Bree Oliver. As the staff will head out to take a look at Nicole Pierce. It appears as though she took that comebacker off the hand. I'm sure Dave Clark really wants to see Pierce stick in this game. The only other pitcher he's used all season pitched a complete game in game one. Seneca's gone this whole year short on arms.
Yeah, and I'm sure Gendron definitely doesn't want to be on the mound again. I'm sure her arm is quite tired, and she's happy playing first.
Yeah, she had to put up with those Hawks for 6 innings. I think that's enough for one night. And they're going to give Pierce some warm-up pitches here. Just make sure all is well. Yeah, I'm good. She says to the home plate umpire, that's all the news we need. So here is Miranda Pearson, one of the seniors we're celebrating tonight. Pearson does not have an at-bat on the season. Going to give it a go here. Swinging at the first pitch. Pretty cool opportunity here on senior night. Pearson more known for her pitching ability. Let's see what she has offensively. Down 0-1. Takes a look at strike two on the outside. Pearson once again off of Pierce. That one gets through Nanama at short. Back-to-back comebackers off the catcher Nicole Pierce. And in her first at-bat of the year, the senior Miranda Pearson reaches safely.
She's got to be happy about hitting that single.
The dugout sure loved that one. So here's Cozy, second-year player out of Brampton. Everyday center fielder for Dwayne Bowles. That one smoked into left field, into the night air. That one's long gone. Hannah Koziolek with a big moonshot into the night sky at Connervale Park. And the Humber Hawks continue to extend this lead.
That's Koziolek's first of the season. That's amazing. Good for her.
Big moment there for Hannah Koziolek, the number 9 hitter. Now 7 runs on the board for the Hawks, only in inning number 1. Seneca Sting just trying to get out of this inning. The home run we saw in game 1 off the bat of Alexis Ferreira was an absolute frozen rope, a line drive into left field. That one nearly cleared the lights out there. A moonshot. Ferreira gets a hold of that one. That's drifting out into right. Tracking and making the play out there is Grace Michaville. So that hard struck ball will do it for this inning. That big bomb by Hannah Kozielek has blown this game wide open.
Three.
So after a 3-run bomb from Hannah Kozielek, the Hawks have a commanding 7-0 lead. And for Miranda Pearson, what more could you ask for?
As you can see, she's happy as she bounces and sings on the mound.
And after one inning, any pitcher would be absolutely thrilled with some run support. How about lucky number 7 for the Hawks? The Sting are behind the 8 ball early here. Maybe make that the 7 ball. Leadoff hitter is Michaville. She recorded the final out in the bottom of the first, out in right field. Pearson just absolutely blowing it by these Sting hitters.
I think it's not only the power, but the whole scoot slide thing also throws off the direction of where is the ball coming in.
Wow. I might just say that after every Pearson pitch.
I'm certainly thinking it.
She's been dynamite tonight. And you kind of said it, Brendan, with that delivery that she has, it's kind of hard to read the ball off her hand. She really does hide it behind her until the last point of release. The 2-2. In there, strike 3. Michaville swings right through it, and these Seneca Sting really don't seem to have much to offer Miranda Pearson thus far.
Number 9, Dan DeLong.
Next up, trying to crack the case, it's Leanne Delorme. And once again, well behind. You got to wonder what adjustments these Sting hitters can make. As Pearson really hasn't had to dip too much into that arsenal. It's been pretty heater heavy, and why not? It's been working.
I'm not sure how much of an arsenal she has since I've only ever seen heaters.
Yeah, it really seems to be her money pitch as she blows that one by once again, 1-2. And for Pearson, that's her style. She works quickly, gets the ball in her glove, fires it out. And she will be sorely missed by this Humber softball program. Everything she brings to the team as a pitcher, as a hitter, even more so she brings in personality as she records another strikeout, 4 on the day.
Yeah.
But when you hear some song and dance coming from the Humber dugout, you can take a pretty good guess it's number 22.
It's usually Miranda Pearson. Like, her pitching is phenomenal, but her value certainly is her ability to hype up her teammates, to keep them motivated. She's just a positive force that keeps this team moving.
And really an ever-present face in Humber athletics. Whether it's volleyball games, basketball games, you can bet, you take a look up and down the court, you're going to see Miranda Pearson in the seats. Really exactly what you look for in a Humber Hawk.
Supporter of the community indeed.
Pretty special opportunity here as she gets the start in the final home game of her Humber career. She has taken that opportunity and ran with it. Through 2 2/3 innings, already 4 Ks. That one foul. Alexis Ferreira tried to stab out that backhand.
Darn close. If it wasn't for a little bit of spin on the ball, that would have been clean.
Yeah, plenty of English on that one. Ferreira plays awfully close to that third baseline. Not much gets by her. Appears as though she'll inch even closer to that foul line after that close call. Jen Drone takes a pretty good rip at that one. She's been the only Sting player so far that's even been able to catch up to Pearson.
Probably being a pitcher herself, she understands the angles, she understands the speeds.
Didn't understand that one.
That being said,
5 Ks for Miranda Pearson. What a night it's been for the senior. The Humber Hawks up big, 7-0 after 1.
and I have to ask myself, if she just keeps up this level of performance, how long will Dwayne Bowles let her stay on? Because she could just pitch a shutout if she's able to maintain this momentum.
Definitely an interesting thought. We saw Rachel Matheson Green pitch 2 2/3 of an inning in game 1, and Dwayne Bowles took the ball from her, and it was a nice moment as this home crowd really got to give it up and give some respect to the senior, who they won't be seeing here at Connervale anymore. And it might be the same way for Miranda, especially with this big lead. You got to think Dwayne Bowles would love to take the ball from her at some point and really let her team give her some love.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be shocked if she does stay on the mound, but it's a nice little thought. The idea that she'd be able to finish out this last game with a dominant fashion.
You're exactly right, Brendan. The way she's been pitching, I don't think she would break a sweat going through 7 at the moment. But there's a reason why Dwayne Bowles makes the decisions.
And there's a reason that the Humber Hawks win.
Yeah, there might be some correlation there. I'll have to look into it.
Run the numbers, do some tests, get a test tube beaker.
But yeah, Dwayne Bowles has been all smiles tonight, and why not? His team's playing some good ball, putting some runs on the board.
I mean, he's in his 7th year, right? So Dwayne Bowles has seen all these people who are retiring tonight through their whole career.
And we have a little bit of a development here on the mound. If number 3 looks familiar, it's because it's Chantel Gendron. She pitched the entire first game for the Seneca Sting. Now will be returning to this game.
I'd like to touch on, just to give her some credit, she has 57 strikeouts for the season. 22 losses, 57 strikeouts. That is not an insignificant number, as we were looking at Presley Buchanan, who has 53.
Yeah, she's racked up a lot of innings, so plenty of opportunity to get those strikeouts, but give her a lot of credit. She's gone through a tough season, now 0-16. Plenty of wear on that arm, as she's been an absolute workhorse. To see her trying to shake it out there. But this is tough. You just went 6 innings against an incredibly tough Humber Hawk lineup. You give it up to Nicole Pierce. She gives up 7 runs in the very first inning of the next game. And all of a sudden, your number's called again. Get on out there.
Smile on her face, though. She's ready to go.
So a tall task here for Chantel Gendron as she'll get things started in the bottom of the 2nd, back in this game after just 1 inning of rest. She'll face Alexa Vassos. Vassos scored a run and stole a bag in game 1. Hits that one to the shortstop, Nanama. Gonna try to leg this one out. Vassos out by a step at first. Nice play by Nanama. Another one of the seniors, Megan Murphy. RBI, run scored, and a stolen base for her in game one. Take strike one down the middle. Got to tell you, Brendan, I'm going to be missing that Megan Murphy chant. One of my favorite on the squad as she pops that one out into left field. Play made by Alik Derdarian.
The designated player, number 8, Presley.
I will also miss the Megan Murphy chants.
All personalized. Every player's got their very own little tune. Buchanan rips that one into right, tracking back. Is the right fielder, bounces just before the wall. Buchanan turning for third. But that ball goes under the fence. Home plate umpire ruling a ground rule double. So Buchanan had an RBI double in game one. Collects another double here in game two. Gendron pitched well to start. Getting those 2 outs. Now allowed the double. Kate Kostuk going to try to bring her around. That one in the dirt, gets away. Buchanan's going to take that free bag down to third. So number 8 in position to score the 8th run for the Humber Hawks here. Kate Kostuk trying to put one in play. Takes that strike. Kate didn't like it, and honest, neither did I. A little bit high and outside. That one is in the dirt. So the senior earns the walk. As we go from 5th-year player to 1st-year player, it's Jess McPherson. Runners on the corner here, bottom of the 2nd inning, 2 outs at Connervale Park. Hawks trying to complete this sweep of the Seneca Sting. If the Hawks could pick up 2 wins in their final 3 games, they'll be regular season champions for the OCAA. As McPherson pops that one out of play. Hard to believe that the Hawks have never been crowned regular season champs with the dominance they've had over the years.
Fierce competition, the OCAA.
Grounder the third. That's Pierce over there making the play. Went from the mound to the hot corner. So she still has the glove, so that'll do it. So nice work by Jen Drone to come into this game and not give up an earned run. The lead stays at 7.
And this really seems like a Miranda Pearson jam. I'm unsurprised by this music.
Yeah, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a song that Pearson couldn't groove to.
Good point.
See the familiar warm-up there of Pearson. Really making a statement here. Already 5 strikeouts. First hitter up will be Melissa Wanfor. Juan 4 had some issues in game 1, keeping up with the velocity of Presley Buchanan. No relief here. Good luck with Miranda Pearson. Good luck catching up to that one. Strike 1.
I've seen it dozens of times, and yet I'm impressed every time.
Well, I guess you'll like that one too. Strike 2 in there. Juan 4 gonna have to protect the plate. Unable to do so. 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
And Miranda Pearson doing in 3 innings what took Presley Buchanan 7.
Yeah, and they're kind of battling for that Humber single-season strikeout record. Presley passed Miranda earlier in the season, but Miranda keeps up this pace, so we could have a pretty interesting race down to the finish. That ball in the dirt. Count now even at 1. Alik Derdarian trying to get something going for the Sting. That high heater Derdarian lays off of. Going down once again, slamming the bat, Derdarian.
I'd be frustrated too, Adam. I certainly couldn't hit that.
Number 14, the Bull Pierce.
I gotta tell you, it comes from experience. It sucks. You know what you're going up against. You know she's gonna try to blow it at right by you. You know what's coming, and you still can't catch up. It's frustrating up there. You can't blame these Sting players. As once again, Pierce way behind on that offering. Pearson misses there to just put a slight halt on this momentum. How about Miranda Pearson? I don't know what to say anymore. She has been absolutely dominant thus far.
Quite the retirement party.
Wow. Eight strikeouts so far for Miranda Pearson. Her last time to show off to the Connervale crowd. And man, has she done so.
Reminding everyone that it's only been 3 innings, meaning that only 1 out wasn't a strikeout.
Yeah, she's breezing through this one. It's getting late here. This game started a little bit after 8 p.m. The jam-packed schedule on HSN coming up. The Humber men's soccer team taking on UTM at 4:30, followed by the women's matchup. Baseball taking on the Durham Lords October 9th right here at Connervale. And the Seneca Sting going to take on the Humber men's basketball team. That game also at home. The doubleheader will be on HSN. Apologies, men's baseball. Last home game for that baseball team is just like the ladies. They're on the home stretch. After this game today, the Hawks will head on the road to take on the Conestoga Condors for the final 2 games of their season. Their record stands at 17-4. Good enough for first in the OCAA. Durham Lords just nipping at their heels with a 17-5 record. Leading off, Bree Oliver. Thought about jumping all over that first pitch. Instead, it's a breaking ball in there.
And you said it earlier, Adam. She gets so frustrated every time one gets past her.
She wants to give a rip on everything, and there's one there, a hard-hit grounder to second. Easily corralled, Danielle Pound. So Oliver able to get a hold of one, but directly at the infielder.
These metal bats got to be cold as this temperature drops, Adam.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of players choosing to wear the gloves. Miranda Pearson doesn't seem to mind. Yeah, you can start to see the breath coming from Miranda Pearson in the box. Temperature has definitely dropped off here. Had some pretty warm weather for game one, some October softball, but definitely feels more like the autumn season now. Pearson down, 1-2. Goes down looking on the outside corner. So Gendron has really kind of settled this thing down for the Seneca Sting. Humber put up 7 runs against Nicole Pearson inning number 1. Have not been able to put anything on the board since. They put up 6 runs against Gendron earlier tonight in game 1. Here's Hannah Koziolek. Her 3-run homer last time up is the reason we are at this 7-0 score.
But we're dealing with a different pitcher now. That is a new chant for me, Adam.
Wow, love the choreography. Koziolek goes down swinging, so give Gendron some credit. She is shutting down these Hawks when they need them most. Miranda Pearson isn't going anywhere, and why would she? Absolute dynamite so far tonight.
Her hands have been hot. She's been slipping and sliding past bats all game.
If you're the Seneca Sting, I guess it's time to make some adjustments if you're coming back up against Miranda Pearson, but what can you do? It's all about bat speed. You can only choke up so much. Been interested to see what the talk is in that Seneca dugout because they are currently hitless against Pearson. So here's Danielle Pound trying to crack the code of Miranda Pearson. First pitch, ball. Pound able to make contact, though. 1-1, the Sting looking for their first hit.
It's interesting to me how much personality Miranda Pearson has until she's pitching, and then it's this stone-cold wall.
Yeah, so much different than Presley Buchanan, who we saw in game 1, who's grinning ear to ear, chatted up with her infielders, pointing around to positions. Pearson really has that steely demeanor as we see a ground ball here to Vassos to throw over in time to retire Pound. A big play there. That ball wasn't hit very hard. Pound had some time to get down the base paths, but Alexa Vassos and that cannon of an arm able to get there in time. The catcher for Seneca Sting, Kiera Thomas, shows bunt. I'm going to give tons of credit to Thomas there. Miranda Pearson is not the type of pitcher I want to be laying down the bunt on.
No.
Pearson once again ahead 0-2. Strike three is in there. Miranda Pearson is rolling. Nine strikeouts on the day for Pearson. Just in the fourth inning here. High and outside, the first pitch to Nanama.
That was terrifying.
Some of the hardest contact we've seen made. Fouled back over the backstop. One pitch, high and outside. So when a pitcher's throwing that hard, it's not always bad to see that ball get away. Definitely changes the hitter's eye. You have a split second to react, especially with the fastball coming. Another foul ball. So it gives Nanama some credit here. She's been getting a bat on the ball, unable to straighten one out though.
She has at least an idea where it's coming in.
Better than most. Once again, that one getting a little bit away from Pearson as the count moves full. Often you sacrifice a little bit of control with velocity. As Pearson hits double digits, 10 strikeouts on the day for number 22. So it has been really a storybook kind of night for Miranda Pearson. 10 Ks. And on the other side of things, Chantel Gendrone came into this game taking over in relief in the second inning. Pitched 6 innings in game 1. Recorded that loss right back out here.
And give her credit that she's pitching 2 games in a row and holding a very strong defensive position with 2 strikeouts to her name this game.
Yeah, it definitely puts it in perspective, Brendan. You think Nicole Pierce came in here, gave up 7 runs in 1 inning, and then back comes in Gendrone, and all of a sudden the Hawks bats go quiet. So it really shows the type of caliber that this pitcher is, despite the struggles that she's had this year.
I completely agree.
7-0's your score. Ferreira, your leadoff hitter. In game 1, Ferreira had 2 RBI, a run scored. One of those ribbies, a solo shot into left field. Also homered in the last doubleheader against Fanshawe. Gendrone finding herself ahead here. The 1-2. Popped into foul territory. Ferreira staying alive at the plate. 1-2, swung on, and that's ripped into right. Tracking back is the right fielder. That one is out of here. Have yourself a night, Alexis Ferreira.
Well, that's phenomenal.
The second solo shot for Ferreira on the night. One to left, one to right.
Forget it. Let her go again. Let her do it again.
My goodness. This Humber offense has been something ridiculous in the last 5 games. They got swept by the Durham Lords. Followed that up by scoring a combined 50 runs through 4 games. Put up 6 runs in game number 1 tonight. And already in the 4th, it's an 8-0 ball game. Bases clear, still none out. Here in the bottom of 4, Alexa Vassos trying to keep the good times rolling. Hitters count here for Alexa Vassos, the 3-1. Count moves full as Vassos sees that one hit the zone. Vassos gets the free pass. Her wheels will be standing on first.
She has such an eye, you know. If there's a player who's going to get walked, more often than not, it's Vassos. A wonderful game sense on her.
Really does, has a great eye. At the plate, used it to her advantage, and with the speed she has, any way she could get on base pays huge dividends for this Hawks team. Megan Murphy having a good day today. Been overshadowed a little bit. It's just because every other senior tonight seems to have really stepped up to this occasion. Murphy with a grounder to second, trying to leg that one out, though, not in time. That'll be the first out of this half inning. Vassos advances to second. Here's Presley Buchanan. RBI double for her in game 1. Humber dugout starting to make some noise here. That's a hard hit ball right through the wickets of Gendron. Coming around from third is Alexa Vassos. She'll score without a throw. Presley Buchanan fires one right back up the middle to score Vassos from second. And we have ourselves a 9-0 ball game. Kate Kostuk. Another one of the seniors being celebrated tonight, the left fielder. That one on the inside, taking the free bag is Buchanan. Kate's been productive. RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base in game one. And a good eye there will move the count to 2-0. Once again inside, Buchanan advancing as Kostuk moves on down to first. Runners on the corners.
That was very close twice in a row of Kostuk almost being hit by the pitch.
Yeah, and you can't really fault Jen Drone in that situation. I mean, she's pitched so much tonight. You wouldn't be surprised if that control starts to go a little bit.
I completely agree, Adam.
Here's McPherson. Opportunity here to put the 10th run on the board. Worth noting, the mercy rule is in effect for OCAA softball. A 10-run lead after 5 innings played will be enough to end this one. That one to the shortstop, Nanama. That soft floater off the bat of McPherson.
I love that Brianne Oliver's walk-up song is "This Is Gonna Be My Year." Because every time she walks up, I think, my God, this might be the time.
That's exactly right. One first year to another. It's Oliver there now. And I think every Oliver at bat, Jen Drawn has started her off with that floater. Trying to disrupt the timing of Bree. That's a hard struck ball into the right center gap. That one's going to drop in for extra bases. Oliver churning for second. Presley Buchanan coming in to score. It's an RBI double for the first year, Bree Oliver.
I think the argument could be made that Kostuk could actually made it as well. She's got a pair of legs on her and she can run. So maybe, but I can understand. And just playing it safe. You got 2 outs.
Yeah, pretty substantial lead. No need to really egg it on anymore. Dwayne Bowles holding up Kate Kostuk. So here's your starter on the other side with a grounder to second, flip over to first. Will retire Miranda Pearson. More runs on the board for the Hawks. Bree Oliver with an RBI double. Ferreira with yet another home run. And the Humber Hawks have a 10-0 lead.
Brianne Oliver there, only 2 feet more at most, and that would have been a home run for her.
Yeah, she came awful close there. Does not have a home run on the season. Definitely has the power to do so. She's one of those players when it comes to batting practice, you keep one eye open. See number 2, Ferreira in the center of your screen there. What a night it's been for her. Really shows the caliber of hitter when you can put it out of the park all over the diamond. One into left, one into right. So Miranda Pearson will get the daps from her teammates. Mishaville due up now for the Sting. Pearson with 3 outs will end this ballgame. Mercy rule now in effect. We'll have some hugs at second base as Megan Murphy will trot out of this ball game on senior night. Emma Woodrow will take her spot at second base as Murphy gets a much-deserved hug from the coaching staff. What a season she's had. Saved her best season for most, really the catalyst of this Humber offense. A classy touch there by Dwayne Bowles, making sure his seniors get recognized for all their hard work this year and throughout their Humber careers.
You might be able to see Miranda Pearson's breath, but she has not cooled down.
Heater still going strong here in the top of 5. Already in double-digit strikeouts on the night. She has 10.
That is obscene.
Blows through another one. Make that 11.
As a member of the community, I'm disgusted and I demand she leave the pitch. That is obscene.
Yeah, what she's doing to these Seneca Sting hitters right now really doesn't seem fair. She's pitching so well, I think I'm allowed to say it out loud. The perfect game is in effect. Usually as the broadcaster, you keep quiet and try not to jinx anything, but the way she's pitching, I don't have too much concern. Quickly ahead, 0-2 is Miranda Pearson. The Sting have 2 outs now to score a run, or this will do it for the night. Wow. An even dozen for number 22.
I'd like to point out that Miranda Pearson came into this game with 15 strikeouts for the season, and she is now at 12 for this game alone. For this game alone.
There's Kate Kostuch. She'll get her well-deserved round of applause by the Connervale faithful.
A lot of contenders for player of the game today. I mean, you got Kozielek, but I think it might be going to Miranda Pearson.
Yeah, the way this is going, I don't think you could go wrong. 5 or 6 of these Hawk players are well-deserving of that crown.
Now, to be fair, who we have at the bat is Gendron, and she is the only person who has been able to positively respond.
Pearson corrals it, throw over to first, in time! Miranda Pearson with the perfect game to end her career with the Humber Hawks. What a moment.
It was a fierce game. It was a fierce offensive game.
Miranda Pearson was far too much for the Seneca Sting tonight. 12 strikeouts without allowing a base on balls or hits. What a way to end the night as she celebrates, rightfully so.
12 strikeouts.
Wow, senior night is always a blast, but it's one to remember. 5 innings pitched, 0 hits, 12 Ks. What a night by 2-2.
Number 4, Megan Murphy. Number 7, Kate Kostuch. Number 11, Rachel Matson-Green. And number 22, Miranda Pearson.
Deservingly so, your players of the game. Megan Murphy, Miranda Pearson, Rachel Matson-Green, and Kate Kostuch. Your seniors, as the Humber Hawks come out and steamroll the Seneca Sting, propelled by an absolutely magical night by the senior Miranda Pearson. A 10-0 score here at Connervale Park.
Let's once again give a little bit of credit to Erskine, as she, one, is making the calls behind the plate, and she has to catch those fastballs constantly because there's no changeup. There's no slow-down pitches. It's only heat into the glove for 5 innings.
After that performance, I'm sure Erskine's going to be fine going home and icing that hand. Pretty cool to be a part of a moment like this, a perfect game for Miranda Pearson as the Hawks close out their home regular season schedule with a sweep of the Seneca Sting. The Conestoga Condors up next. If the Hawks manage to split or sweep that series, they are OCAA regular season champions. What a season it's been from Connervale Park. That'll do it for us here at the Hawk Sports Network. For myself, Adam Lucier, my friend Brendan Nichols, signing off. Thanks for tuning in.